folks, and welcome to our journey to Storybook Land. My name is Melissa, and I'll be your captain and storyteller aboard the SS Wendy tonight. For your safety, we do ask that you please remain seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat at all times. Parents, please supervise your little ones, and little ones, please supervise your parents, so our journey doesn't take any unexpected turns. Now, most people travel through enchanted worlds through the pages of a book, but in our case, we'll be traveling in person tonight. You'll find that the way in can be a lot more magical or even menacing. But don't worry, even though it does look like we just got swallowed by the jaws of Monster Will himself, we actually are being transported to a magical place called Storybook Land. And of course, our story starts with once upon a time, and in this case, the big bad wolf who lives in the cave just to our left-hand side and is always after the three little pigs. Luckily, they live in those three houses just across the way, and one made of straw, one made of sticks, and one made of guaranteed wolf-proof bricks. But of course, our story only gets curiouser and curiouser from here, for just around the river bend is the English village that is home to Alice. For one golden afternoon, she followed the white rabbit into the rabbit hole and fell down, down, down into Wonderland. Storybook Land is full of such fantastic places like London Park. Just to our right were Peter Pan, Michael, John, and Wendy Darling first flew with the help of Tinkerbell's pixie dust on their way to Neverland, where they would never, ever have to grow up. Or places like Agrabah, city of mystery and enchantment, where a street rat named Aladdin first bumped into Princess Jasmine in the marketplace and managed to steal her heart that very same day. Though the two were from different worlds, they were able to fall in love with the help of a genie and able to get married atop the palace. Here in Storybook Land, love shines like the twinkling lights that we see above us in these magical arches. These magical archways are the very same ones in which Aladdin and Jasmine first soared over, sideways, and under on their magic carpet ride to a whole new world. So, while all good stories have their love and light, they also have their dark places as well. Places like that Cave's Wonders just ahead. Its treasure is said to bear a curse which can only be lifted by the genie of the lamp. Legend has it folks that whoever sets the genie free will be granted 3 magic wishes. Let's make the wish and see if it comes true. Herself wished for a safe place when she fled the evil queen and came across the cozy forest cottage that you see to your right-hand side. It is the home of the 7 gnomes, and if you listen closely, you might even hear them whistle while they rest. Turning the page to the blue roof chateau to our left is where Cinderella used to live with her wicked stepmother and stepsisters. She now lives in that castle atop the hill there with her Prince Charming, thanks to a certain fairy godmother who granted her her wish. However, folks, when Cinderella did not make it back home by midnight, her carriage turned back into a pumpkin. You can still see it right there on that little hilltop there. But thankfully, folks, while magic has its limits, love does not, and now they live in their own happily ever after. And while some dreams are happily ever after, there are some dreams that are drifting us to sleep on a hill of quilted flowers like the ones that you see to your left-hand side. These flower stalks are inspired by the 1933 Silly Symphony cartoon about them. The magic of Storybook Land is everywhere, folks, even in the plants where it's not through the enchantment of Tinkerbell. These plants that you see to your right-hand side are like those who like the monsters of Neverland who will never ever grow up. That's just a little piece of what made this place a favorite of master storyteller Walt Disney and continues to inspire new stories to this day. Stories like that of Mr. Toad of Toad Hall. Unfortunately, folks, it actually does look like he is not home at the moment. He's probably off on a wild ride, nor in particular is that motor car news. And beyond that, we have the Kingdom of Arendelle beneath those frozen mountains. Although Queen Elsa's left side he fell at the top of yours, there her sister Anna simply refused to let her go. That act of love both save them both, proving that there's something more powerful than Elsa's magic that can weather even the harshest snowstorm. When the Alpine village system noted her word coverage of Pedo first wished upon the star for his puppet to become a real live boy, and thankfully the Blue Fairy granted his wish once Pinocchio had saved him from the belly of the monster. Pedo's wish is like that what makes so many fairy tales folks. In this case, a little mermaid named Ariel who wished to be a part of our world and was able to do so by trading in her mermaid tail for a set of 2 legs, and now lives with her Prince Eric in the castle that you see to your right-hand side. Hers is a story that began in the underwater city of Atlantica, goes on into adventures that ends ultimately with our happy everlasting. And now, folks, as we close the pages to our storybook and return back to the dock, I ask that you please remain seated, keeping your hands, arms, and fingers inside the boat at all times, until I have indicated it is safe to stand up. On behalf of all our storytellers here, folks, we thank you so much for joining us and hope you have a wonderful and safe night here at Disneyland. Alright, guys, so I'm going to have you guys stay seated until I count us to 3, then we're all going to stand up together in the center of the boat so no one has to go under this. So please stay safe. Please stay seated, guys. Those on the outside, please wash those hands and fingers. And we're all going to stand up on my count of 1, 2, 3. Alright, guys, so please look down, watch your step. You're going to exit out here.